Okay, it's Thursday night. Welcome back to the Thursday Night Golf Show with myself, the average golfer, and of course Joey Datweet, as he's now known, alongside me. Feeling good, Joe?
Feeling good now. Dropped the.
You feel better about that?
Feeling empowered. Now. Makes me feel.
I like it, mate. Like I said, it is street, isn't it?
Urban.
I'll take your word for that, mate. A lot of things on the desk this week, isn't there?
Yeah, there's a lot of things going on.
So hopefully they will. The props that will come into use later on, so keep tuned in. Anyway, as ever, we'll start off with a bit of world news, and he's been in the news quite a lot, and as well, he's world number 2 at the moment. Rory McIlroy, he's never going to be too far away from media attention, but a bit of bad news from Rory.
Yeah, he's got a stress fracture to his ribs, which means he'll be out for 6 weeks.
And an injury that could have possibly been similar to yours, actually.
I swing hard.
That's what I mean. You and Rory, stress fracture to the ribs. He's going to be out for 6 weeks, which is not ideal preparation. Don't forget, we've got usually first week in April is the Masters, so he's going to miss quite a few of his sort of warm-up comps.
Yeah,
he won't be happy about that.
It was the Omega in
the Dubai
on the 5th. So
that's a big one he's going to miss, and a few leading up to it. So not a great start for him. He did. And I'll just mess us around a bit here, Joe, because I'm going to lead into our story with Graham Storm, because obviously Rory featured heavily, and I think that's where the injury took place on the Thursday, because he considered, as I understand, pulling out on the Friday morning, as he thought it was a problem with his back. And obviously Rory ran in very, very close indeed. It was third extra playoff hole, and but yeah, nice to see Graham come out on top. I'm sure there's plenty of wins around the corner for Rory, but good start to the season. Seen him hit some nicely impressive drives, 3-woods and even 5-woods round the course in South Africa. So he looks as though he's getting on with those Callaway Epic range quite well, to be fair. But like I say, bad news in terms of the injury. But across the pond, there's a man on fire over there, Justin Thomas.
Yeah, he won back-to-back in Hawaii, didn't he?
Yeah, not a bad place to play some golf.
I know, shot 27 under par.
Yeah.
And then his first round was 59.
He started with a 59. He set a new record on the PGA Tour for his 4-round total. He won on 27 under, 7 shots clear of our own Justin Rose. So nice to see Justin on a bit of form. But yeah, there's no stopping that. 27 under is, again, if you have a look back through some of the stats that he's done in his last, I think, 16 rounds of golf, it's incredible. He's shooting some amazing golf at the moment, and I think that jumped him up. I haven't got this figure to hand, but I think it's put him into the world's top 10. So he's on fire, like I say, at the moment. He'll be hoping that continues into the season, into the first major, Augusta. Like I said, good to see Justin Rose as well. He's a steady Eddie, old Justin, and be good to see him. It's a bit of form as well leading into the major at Augusta. Sticking in America though, and this is certainly world golf news, and I must point out this was not spotted on a golf course, but these gators, plenty of them seen across the course, and if you've seen this one, it would put the fear of God up you, let me tell you. Just take a look at this fella that just walked across the pathway in a Florida park. Yeah, you wouldn't want to bump into him on the 18th on any golf course, but he's pretty scary, that damn thing. Right, we're going to move on now to a little different feature. It was suggested by one of our subscribers, so unfortunately I didn't make a note of who suggested it, so otherwise I would send out a thank you, but you know who you are. I'll tell you what, I think it's Woden of the Angles.
Oh yeah, I think I know the guy.
Yeah, I like that name. So Woden, if you're out there, of the Angles, then thanks for this one. But you suggested that we perhaps feature some user reviews from the Tupelo website, and I love that idea. So we're going to throw up a few here from, we'll only pick out a few from the week, and start off from a golf course in Dorset, not one I have personally played, a place called Remedy Oak. Joe, if we can throw up some images here, because this looks an absolute stunner of a golf course. Woodland type course. The review is by a lady, I think it's a lady, it's Carla Sum is the username. I think she's new to our YouTube channel as well, so thanks for getting involved in every way possible. Woodland course, greens can be very tricky. While a little expensive, the value is really worth it as the weight is, the course is fantastic. Very friendly, helpful and accommodating staff. Have a good read through that one yourself, but great comments there, and like I say, thanks for getting involved, and I wouldn't mind visiting Remedy Oak. That looks a very nice golf course. Don't forget, if you've played any of these yourself, then stick your 2 penneth in and add to those comments on the Tupelo website. Next one was at Long Nidri. I'm afraid I'm hogging all the notes here, Joe, so you'll have to bear with me a bit. Someone will ask why you're not saying a great deal, and it's because I've got it all hogged here. Long Nidri is up in East Lothian. That's one we have been at.
Been up there,
yeah.
Done the aerial footage.
Aerial footage. I think we did a bit of a course report there. Been in the clubhouse, met everyone. It was a real nice place. That's our personal opinion, and seems here greens very true. This is 8th of January, don't forget, so time of year to be reading. Greens ran very true. That's a great comment to read. Part links, part Parkland, and yes, it is. And again, it's very close there to the Firth of Forth. So yeah, some great views as well. I loved it there. It was a great track. And like I said, here's a little look from high in the sky above Long Nidri. Okay, yeah, so it's like I say, hopefully you enjoyed that footage as much as we did playing it. And just to mention that review from Long Nidri was from Tim McIver. So once again, thanks Tim for getting involved with the Tupelo website. And then finally, we've got 3 reviews that have all been placed within sort of, well, from the 5th to the 9th of January. So again, very, very much about this time of year. And this one isn't too far from us. Played this one plenty of times. This is in North Wales. Prestatyn Golf Club. Always a very warm welcome at Prestatyn, and it seems that's still the case. Gaza B73 highlighted here, greens amazing even in the depths of winter. Biggie 67, very warm welcome, greens best I've played on even in the winter. A must at any time of the year. And another username in News Night Watcher, greens in immaculate condition, friendly welcome in the clubhouse and facilities. Once again, I'll just reiterate, that's the importance of the Tupelo website for me. What I'm getting from that, there's 3 reviews at Prestatyn Golf Club. Greens are fantastic, very, very friendly, and it's always good value as well, so I'd be more than happy to go and, on the back of those comments, I'd be confident if I go and take a trip down to Prestatyn, I'm going to have a decent game of golf. So, like I say, thanks for getting involved, and keep those coming on the Tupelo website. Right, Joe, I better shut up. Over to you, mate.
Next on to the last week we asked about Q&A questions. Yeah. Got a couple here for you now. One off Carl Broadbent asking why is there not a lot of putting reviews online and on YouTube? And
I think it's a good question and a very valid point at the same time. We see, as Tupelo Golf Channel, we've done 2 videos. No, we've done 3 videos on putting.
Yeah, 3.
So we looked at a group of mallet putters, a group of blade style putters. And then we used the Sand Putting Lab technology at Clark's facility, and we kind of measured, using that technical equipment, the kind of my putting stroke and the kind of...
it was a bit kind of like a putting fit, wasn't it?
It was a putting fit, yeah, it's a good point. And I like the fact that we were able to record data relative to the swing in exactly the same way as we can using the irons and woods and what have you, using the SkyTrack monitor. And I think really that's where the biggest issue lies, is that not many of the golf YouTube channels have that kind of facility to use. So I've seen, I shouldn't mention names, but I've seen a review not so long ago with a TP, tailor-made new TP products, and it was a case of just putting along the green and giving a personal feedback, and they were again mentioning this was very subjective and not a lot to back it up, and I think that's where the first problem lies. I love the new science in the TP range, for example. They've got some grooves cut at 45. But it'd be nice if you could back that up with some data, which is why I like to see the SkyTrack or whatever else systems use to back up shot data. So I think the answer is people don't do it because it's very difficult to leave a review and form an opinion that's then backed up by some kind of science, especially outdoor. Most of the putting lab technology that we've used anyway has been on an indoor facility. But it's a real good point, and perhaps something that we can have a look into a little bit more into the future. Whether or not we can take the SAM putting lab outside, I don't know. I'd have to find that out. So hope that answers your question, Carl.
Yeah, and the next one is from James Bond. So
the man himself?
Yeah, 007. He's asked, you know, you've recently changed your irons.
Yeah, all right, this was to me specifically, wasn't it?
What would it take for you to swap them again?
Yeah, and how regular, wasn't it? I think the answer to the question is, first and foremost, I am not a serial swapper of golf clubs, not a great believer in that. And there's a heck of a lot of temptation in the work that we do at Clark. So that's been very, very difficult the last year, not to keep on jumping ship when you hit a few decent golf balls. I changed from the MP5s after only having them maybe 12 months or so, and for me, I've just said I'm not a serial swapper. That is not the norm for me. The irons I'd had prior to that were a good few, 2 or 3 years old, and they were just wearing out, I think, if you like. And I still, if I'm perfectly honest, don't know if I've made that much of a gain in the change that I've made. I changed for a reason in that I felt that the 765s that I moved to the Strixons just gave me a little bit of more help and support with my off-centre hits. But yeah, not a massive change there. In terms of would I swap, unlikely that I would swap this year. I'll stick where I am at least for the next 12 months with the irons and stay put. The next thing for me is to look at wedges, which are again are starting to wear a little bit thin the groove, so a justifiable reason for me to maybe have a look at a change there. And this last one, have you made this one up?
No, it's had a combination in it between what Rick Crossfield's left.
Yeah, I love it.
So
great username, by the way.
Yeah, and what has he asked? Do you play a lot of golf, and do you get lessons?
Yeah, well, I think I do say quite often, I probably don't play as much golf as it appears on the channel. Visit a lot of golf courses and play a lot of holes on camera, on video. But in terms of overall golf, I don't play anywhere near as much as I can. It's part of the New Year's resolution to play more, and in particular to practice more. So, no, I don't play a lot of golf, or as much as I'd like to. The lesson bit is a great one, because that leads us on nicely. From Monday of this week, so when we get of next week, that is, so that's about the 23rd, is it something like that?
Yes.
You know, I'm not very good with dates. Monday of next week, we'll be at Clark's Golf Centre, and we'll be filming a brand new set of videos that will see my swing no doubt get ripped to pieces.
Yeah.
I'm under the microscope. We're going to, like I said, great PGA professional there. I'll reveal more on Monday or next week, whenever the film goes out. He's going to start looking at my golf swing and see if he can make some good of it, and we're going to document that in the form of videos going forward over the next few months. We'll see how that pans out. I won't say it's going to last forever. We'll see what happens, see if it makes a good video. First of all, it's no good I mean, I'll benefit. I would hope I'd benefit from it personally, but obviously what we want to do is produce some good content and video that's worth watching. So we'll see how that one pans out, but I've got to say I'm really excited and looking forward to that.
There was one more we haven't got, by the way, wasn't there? It was asking, will I start playing golf seriously?
Yeah, but I didn't get that. Oh no, I'll tell you why, because I haven't made a note, because it was a broader question, my fault, and well put, Joe. You've seen Joey's golfing debut over the last few weeks, which has been sensational. The interesting thing has been is the amount of comments that have been on Joey, that tweet, and I'm feeling slightly neglected about all this. And one of the questions that come off a number of people is, when are you going to start playing golf?
When am I going to start playing golf? I don't know. I don't think I've got the time.
You can't put it down to time. You're a young lad with time on your hands.
I don't think I've got the patience either, because I know for a fact it'll take me ages to at least play an enjoyable round, and I don't think I've got the patience to get myself there, really.
It's not the answer right away, yeah.
It's more fun if I'm not very good anyway.
I must admit, I don't really want to see him get good, because I have more of a laugh watching Joey put his stress fracture in your ribs.
Yeah, and my back's killing me.
Than I do. So from the practice swings on Monday's videos, which may be out, we'll come on to them in a minute. Hopefully be out by Thursday night. It should be. Then you'll see that Joe's done a bit of a back injury trying to outdrive me. So there you go. There's all the Q&A done. with that one, appreciate we pulled out. We literally had 4 questions. We're not inundated with them. Obviously our channel is still very, very small, but we appreciate the questions coming in. And it's something we'd like to run forward with every Thursday night show, a little feature. If it's only 1 or 2 questions, that's absolutely fine. But obviously it's reliant on yourselves getting involved. So anything you can think of, don't get too abusive, but put a question in there that we can logically answer, and it'd be a nice little feature that we could add to the show. So thanks for everybody involved there, especially Rick Crossfield.
Yeah, cheers.
I just love that. I love that name. Right, back to this week. So as ever, yeah, Monday morning we were in Clark's. We started off, Joe, with
the fairway woods from the M1 range.
yeah, it was a good one, this, wasn't it?
We did the high launch 3 wood, a normal 3 wood, and then a 5 wood as well. Yeah,
the interesting thing with this one was more, the idea came about, a lot of the fairway woods are, the viewing figures on fairway woods can often be, they're not great across all channels. People like drivers, like irons, but the fairway woods, it kind of it hits an audience, but it's not massive. So we thought we'd do something a little bit different. And again, a subscriber did pose a question the other week about comparing 5 woods and 3 woods. I thought, you know what, this is a great thing to do. So we looked at the M1 range of products, fairway woods, but we looked at the different, really just the degree of 15, 19, and 15, 17, and 19 in terms of the 3 to the high launch to the 5 wood. And we compared sort of some numbers there, and it was really, really interesting. I enjoyed it, and here's a clip from Monday's footage. Let's try one more while you're just sort of
229.
229. So 5 wood. Let's just have one more shot with this thing before we. Oh, Job nailed that.
Shot.
That's a beautiful shot. That could be too big, couldn't it?
Yeah, maybe.
Fantastic launch, but right down the middle, and that's a 5 wood. And let me tell you, I'm going to spoil the figures at the end. That's by far the best shot I hit on with the 5 wood. Okay, so from the fairway woods, we were literally in the bay, and knock on the door came, and we got a delivery.
Yeah, the non-forged.
Oh, well done. Cast
Ping I200 irons.
Yeah. I made a bit of an error. We were literally past the club through the doorway. No information, no nothing. No one seemed to have any information. We went to Ping's website, we couldn't find any information about this. And the biggest sort of cock-up that I made was I suggested it was a forged club. Biggest compliment I can make to Ping in terms of the error was the fact that the feel out of the club was fantastic. Obviously it wasn't a forged club head, and people picked up on that straight away, and I appreciate that, pointing that out. It was an error on our part. The review was quick, bit thrown together, not our normal thing, but like I said, it was so hot off the press, we wanted to get it out there. We were about to leave the building. It was a case of let's see if we can quickly put something together. But yeah, it was a cast head. Really, we're going to do another video on it in the next week. So cast head versus a forged head, and I want to see what differences we can spot in there. But yeah, very impressive. Hope you enjoyed it. Here's a quick clip again from Monday at Clark's Golf Centre. That's a beautiful shot, beautiful feel off the club face. Yeah, I like that.
Cutting back nice.
Should have a little bit of draw in it, and again, if I'm playing well, that's about as good as it is for me. Should we stick the green just a tad, stick it at 170 maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so like I say, not our most informative in terms of the spec and all the rest of it, but have a look at it, watch it all the same. I think the end result is you get some decent idea of what I thought of the golf club. Links are down below as ever, so watch those videos in full. And we're not gonna quite finish. Stick around as ever, because the end stuff, the funny bits we'll throw in, they're still gonna come, so don't go anywhere yet. But we mentioned in the title of the video that we're gonna announce the winner of our prize giveaway. I did say at the time, as part of the New Year's resolution video that we did, it's not mega things that we're giving away, but just to repeat, and this is where the little bits on the desk are, 12 of the Strixon AD treble threes, a hoodie, and we'll get to the decision that you have to make on that one shortly. It's either going to be a tag hoodie or a
Joey the Tweet hoodie.
Joey the Tweet hoodie.
You've got to decide.
Choice is yours. And you also get one of these things, which is a tailor-made. I can't tip it upside down because we're going to a good old-fashioned method of deciding the winner. So, a tailor-made Teal cap. All names are scrambled up in there. Fantastic. To be fair, well, a lot of people who entered, and you had to subscribe to the channel and also register on the Teal website. Thank you to everybody who got involved and also went on not only to register but leave plenty of reviews, so keep them coming. Appreciate that. But it is now the moment of truth.
Moment of truth.
We have a winner. No doubt you'll be throwing in a drum roll here at this point, Joe.
Oh yeah, I've got that.
Should I like build this for a bit longer?
Yeah. Let's go.
Let's go. There's a winner. And the winner is
Finners 04.
Okay, there you go.
If you want to
show that to the camera, Joe. We're all legit here. Unfortunately, the way in which the people register on the website, there was no way of doing some random selection in terms of loading it into some kind of software. So we've had to go to the trouble of cutting up quite a few entries, to be fair. I was really pleased. So Finners 04, whoever you are, you'll be getting an email very shortly. The email will tell you two things. One that you've won. Second thing will be a question about, do you want a Taggers hoodie, a Joey the Tweet hoodie, what colour and what size you want the hoodie to be in. But well done. Like I said, not a mega prize, but hopefully you'll enjoy that. We are working on a mega prize, and keep tuned for that one in the weeks ahead. Thanks for watching. We enjoyed that one. I enjoyed it, Joe.
Yep.
Another good week, and we'll see you next week. But don't forget, stick around. Here's a little finish. The plan was to always pull clips from YouTube funnies and YouTube golfing fails. We haven't needed to do that so far.
Just use mine.
Joey the Tweet just loves throwing his in to finish.
So enjoy.
Ciao.
Oh. Oh. Oh.
That's Skytrack support. How can you hit the Skytrack 6 inches away from you to the right? The ball to the left of bay. It's here. Like, come on, concentrate.